Before you take another breath, I want you to hear me clearly, because what I'm about to tell you may go against every warning, every fear, and every limitation you've been taught about your body after 60. You have been told for decades that the deep squat is dangerous, that your knees cannot handle it, that your joints are too fragile, that your age decides what you can and cannot do. But what if I told you that those messages have been holding you back more than your age ever has? What if I told you that the deep squat is not a young person's skill, not an athlete's secret, not a stunt, but a natural human resting position your body was designed to use for life, and you can reclaim it? And what if I told you that with just 3 doctor-approved exercises, you can unlock this movement again, restore strength, confidence, mobility, and dignity in the way you stand, sit, lift, and move, no matter your age? Stay with me, because today, inside the Seniors Hub, we rewrite what you believe your body is capable of. My friend, I want you to imagine something for a moment. Picture an elderly woman in rural Asia, maybe 75, maybe 82, settling into a deep squat while waiting for the bus. Imagine a grandfather in Eastern Europe, 78 years old, squatting comfortably while talking to his neighbors. Imagine an elderly man in Africa, resting in a deep squat while cooking, repairing tools, or simply relaxing. No chair, no support, no fear, just natural movement. Why can they do this while so many seniors in the West are told that the same movement is dangerous, off limits, or impossible? The answer may shock you. Your body is not incapable. Your lifestyle simply disconnected you from your natural ability. Modern life took the deep squat away, not age. And today, we are taking it back. For more than 25 years working with seniors, I have watched people who believed they were too stiff, too weak, too old, or too fragile discover that the truth is far more empowering. Your body has not forgotten how to move. It just hasn't been asked to. And when a movement disappears from your life for decades, your joints tighten, your hips stiffen, your ankles lock, and your muscles lose the coordination they once had. It is not danger. It is unfamiliarity. And unfamiliarity becomes fear. But fear is not a wall. Fear is simply a message from your body saying, "Teach me again." And that is exactly what we're going to do today. Before we begin, I want you to grab a sturdy chair, wear something that allows your hips to move freely, and prepare to reintroduce your body to a forgotten movement. But first, I want to talk about something important: why you were told to avoid deep squats in the first place. When doctors or trainers warn older adults about the deep squat, they aren't reacting to the movement itself. They're reacting to the lack of practice they see in most people. If you enter a deep squat with tight hips, weak knees, stiff ankles, and poor balance, of course it feels difficult. But difficulty is not danger. Difficulty is simply a body that hasn't practiced what it used to know. Yet instead of guiding seniors to rebuild this lost skill, many professionals take the easy road. Don't do it. That message may feel safe, but it quietly removes one of the most powerful, natural, beneficial movements you can practice as you age. Think about real-life movement. Athletes constantly let their knees move over their toes. A tennis player lunges forward. A sprinter explodes from the blocks. A skier bends deeply into the slope. A baseball catcher sinks into a deep squat for hours. The knees pass the toes in every one of these movements, because that is natural human mechanics. The reason athletes do not fall apart is not because they are young. It is because they train the muscles around their knees, hips, and ankles to support those positions. You can train them too. Age does not remove that ability. It simply means the training must be gentle, intentional, and consistent. The truth that no one tells older adults is this: your body adapts to whatever you repeat. If you repeat sitting in chairs for decades, your hips adapt by stiffening. If you avoid squatting for 30 years, your ankles adapt by losing flexibility. If you stop bending deeply, your muscles adapt by shortening. If you stop practicing a movement, your brain adapts by forgetting confidence in that movement. But here's the miracle: the body also readapts, and it readapts faster than you think. I have watched seniors in their 60s, 70s, and even late 80s rediscover the deep squat safely and comfortably once they learn how to rebuild what daily sitting took away. So today, we start with the foundations. 3 simple exercises that restore the hips, restore the knees, restore the ankles, and restore your confidence. Not by forcing your body down, not by pushing through fear, but by preparing your muscles to support the natural human squat once again. First, though, I want you to understand the mechanics behind this movement. When you squat deeply, your hips fold, your ankles bend forward, your knees travel past your toes, and your spine rounds gently. Yes, rounds, and all of that is normal. Humans have moved this way for thousands of years. What feels wrong to many older adults is not danger, it is lack of practice. And today we begin that practice. Take a breath, relax your shoulders, let your body know that we are moving with purpose, not pressure. We begin with exercise 1, high hamstring exploration. Stand with your hands on the back of your couch or chair. Step back slightly. Now gently push your hips backward as if you're trying to touch something behind you. Let your knees straighten a little, then soften again. Move slowly between both positions. What we're doing here is waking up the high hamstrings, the muscles that stiffen the most from years of sitting. As you move, notice where you feel tight. Notice which leg feels different. Shift your weight gently. Explore the movement with curiosity, not force. If your ankles feel stiff, lift your heels slightly on a small book. If your legs shake a little, smile. That means the muscles are working. This exploration is not about stretching. It's about teaching your muscles to lengthen again. These muscles support your hips as you squat, and restoring them is the first key to the deep squat. Next, we move to exercise 2, hip flexor lift with toe lift. Sit at the edge of your chair, lift one knee toward your chest, hold it, then lift your toes toward your shin. Switch sides, repeat. This movement activates the front of your hips and the front of your ankles, the parts that help your knees travel forward into a squat. If it feels tight, lean back slightly. If you want a challenge, lean forward. Feel the warmth in your hip flexors. Feel the activation in your lower abs. These small muscles are often forgotten, yet they are essential to powerful, stable, pain-free deep squats. The more they wake up, the safer and more confident your movement becomes. Now, we enter exercise 3, supported deep squat practice. Stand facing your couch, hold the armrest, turn your toes out slightly, take a breath. Now lower yourself slowly like an elevator, not an escalator, letting your knees move forward naturally. If your heels lift, that's okay. If your back rounds slightly, that's okay. If your depth is small, that's okay. What matters is control. Lower yourself only to the depth you can manage safely. Then rise back up with calm strength. Repeat slowly with intention. Feel your thighs warming, feel your hips opening, feel your balance improving. You are teaching your body step by step that this movement is safe again. With every repetition, your confidence grows. This is the same strength you use to stand from a chair, get out of a car, use the bathroom, lift groceries, and protect yourself from falls. This is not an exercise for athletes. This is a life movement for seniors. And as your hips open and your core engages, many people find their digestion improves, their lower back feels freer, their balance becomes steadier. These are the hidden gifts of squatting. When you reach your final repetition, pause at the bottom, just for a moment. Hold the depth that is safe for you today. This tells your brain, your joints, your muscles, this position belongs to me again. Then rise slowly and with pride. My friend, you have just done more for your long-term mobility, joint health, and confidence than most people do in years. You asked your hips, knees, and ankles to move in ways they haven't moved in decades. You pushed against fear. You rewrote a story inside your mind. Deep squatting is not dangerous when done correctly. What holds most people back is not age, it is avoidance. But today you chose movement. Today you chose strength. Today you chose possibility. If you want real change, promise yourself this: 5 minutes a day, 4 days a week. In just 14 days, you will feel a difference. Less stiffness, better balance, deeper movement, greater confidence. And if you're ready for that transformation, drop a comment below saying, "I'm joining the 14-day challenge." I'll be cheering for you every step of the way. Like this video, share it with someone who needs courage, and subscribe to the Seniors Hub so you never miss the next step in reclaiming your strength.